Featherweight bout, Karol Rosa, Norma Dumont. -110 for Norma, +110 for Karol Rosa. Over under 2.5 rounds, -310 for the over, +310 for the under. We're going up to 145 for Karol Rosa. Big Norma Dumont sitting at -110, 4-1 in her last 5. Karol Rosa 4-1 in her last 5 as well. We know Rosa was at 135 for a bit, and she's going back up to 145. I don't know if that's going to be, a permanent move for her. Maybe there's a bit more of a title picture there for her because there's really nobody at 145. So maybe she's looking at that like, yeah, I could maybe take this. And she's taking on Norma Dumont, who has always struggled to make the 135. She's trying to get more people up to 145. She just beat Danielle Wolf by decision. She was a -400 favorite in that one. And Danielle Wolf, that was her second professional MMA fight. So there's really not much to go off of for the 145 division in women's UFC. But I got to look at this one like Karol Rosa is probably a little bit more tested. And she probably had a little bit more skills.
Better striker, in my opinion.
Yeah, better striker. Honestly, Norma didn't look bad against Danielle Wolf, who is a boxer. But yeah, more tested in MMA. Striking, I think she's a little bit more tested. She looks a little bit better. But fucking A, man. Like, this is so greasy because Norma, she has nobody to fight. Like, I don't know. She's literally headlined a main event like less than 2 years ago against Aspen Ladd. Like, what is this 145 women's division? It's honestly a joke. Like, that shouldn't even be a division. Like, there's not even enough people to make a top 10. Like, you can't even make a top 10 because they're all there. Just a weird fight. Women's MMA. Honestly, Karol Rosa's the dog. I kind of like it.
I do too. Yeah.
So, we'll see if we get there, but I'll take her for the sake of the pick. Sorry, Big Norm, but just gotta say you don't really fight anybody. So, yeah, I'll take Karol Rosa. What do you think?
Yeah, no, I mean, when she fights Macy Chasson, she loses. I know, split decision. Macy had 6 takedowns in that fight, and then the strikes were pretty close. That's not a terrible loss, but I mean, beating like Danielle Wolf, that was her UFC debut, and she's 40 years old. So it's just like, when are you going to start moving up and fighting up the ladder? I think this is it. I think Karol Rosa should be more skilled on the feet. Dumont obviously going to be bigger, maybe stronger, but if Karol can keep it on the feet, I think Norma might get pieced up here. And at dog money, I don't mind putting it on Karol Rosa at all, especially her only loss. Sarah McMahon got taken down 4 times. Other than that, though, you beat Lena Landsberg, Betch Correa, Jocelyn Edwards, who just stole the win the other night, and then kind of fought some nobodies from there. But skill for skill, I think Karol Rosa is probably the play. She has higher output. Her striking defense can be a little suspect at times. She does get hit, but I just think the volume goes to her. If she keeps it on the feet, I think she does edge out the win. But I think the bet of the card on this whole entire card could be for this fight to go to split decision. I think you're looking at a pricey tag, maybe +250, +300, and you cash that thing, because I think they go back and forth a little bit. I think, with the way judging's been, even if Norma gets some takedowns, Karol's going to land some shots. So it just depends how they score it from judge to judge. I think you get a split decision here.
Yeah. I can't help but think like maybe there's some value on the under 2.5, because that's +300 for 2 chicks that are 145. Get higher up in weight. There's a little bit more finishes. Both chicks got a lot of decisions under their record. So maybe there's some value on that under 2.5. But chalky over. I don't like those chalky overs. Like, people can get hurt, like there's always something crazy could happen. It's MMA. So end up in a guillotine, something weird like that. Yeah. I'll take Rosa for the pick and maybe sprinkle on that split decision.